It's this time of the year, folks. Football Live is back with a new release, now called Football Live 26. If you're wondering what's new this year, how the gameplay mode feels, and whether you should switch to Football Live 26 now or perhaps wait, then this video should help you figure that out. And hey, if you want to see a Football Live 26 installation guide for my recommended setup, then make sure to hit that like button. If we get 400 likes, I will drop a step-by-step video tutorial. Alright, now let's get into this overview of Football Live 26. First, for those of you who are new to FL, let me explain what it is and what it is not. See, Football Live is a completely free, standalone football game based on Pro Evolution Soccer 21. As you may know, Konami removed Pro Evo 21 from Steam, so players had no easy way to get the game. Luckily, there are still stores that sell Pro Evolution Soccer 21 and other older football games. I've been using one store for months now for all my Pro Evo and FIFA games. I highly recommend it, it's rock solid, link below the video. But if you don't want to buy the game, that's where Football Live comes to the rescue, resurrecting Pro Evolution Soccer 21 just under different name. They release new versions yearly, which bring the game up to the current football season with proper kits, updated transfers, and some smaller and bigger tweaks to the core game. As a standalone, Football Live offers a base game without tons of stadiums, faces, and additional features. As a result, it typically serves the community rather as a base, for further modding than as a complete product itself. With Football Live 26, you will be able to install your own mods, which you can find on websites like evoweb.uk. And I highly recommend you do that, because Pro Evolution Soccer 21, aka Football Live 26 here, is the most modded football game on the planet. Unfortunately, the fan favorite Mega Patch, which was very easy to install and had tons of features, will not be releasing this year as its creator has retired from developing that mod pack. And because of that, we will have to see what options are there for us for pre-made mod packs for Football Live 26. Currently, I know that UML, which is a paid patch that improves Master League, will release for Football Live 26 in the near future. And I suspect that the Fanurex overhaul will also transition to Football Live 26 eventually. Alright, with all that info out of the way, let's talk about what does Football Live 26 bring. Well, the most important part of yearly releases, and the one that you are probably the most curious about, are the squad updates that reflect recent transfers. Football Live 26 does not disappoint here. We have all the latest transfers in the game. I checked it out, and the newest transfers that I could find in the game are from the 3rd and 4th of October. So it's as recent as you can imagine it to be, right? And here are some of the biggest recent transfers reflected in the game. On top of rosters, we also have kits that are updated for the current season. Then there are also graphical enhancements in how Football Live 26 looks like. The developer increased the LOD a bit, which stands for level of detail. This doesn't make the game look, very different than Pro Evolution Soccer 21, right? But what it does, it makes the game look a bit sharper, which is good when it comes to a little bit older football games. But with that change comes slightly increased system requirements, which you can see right now on the screen. This year edition also gets a new gameplay mod installed by default on the game. Honestly, I've never been a big fan of the default Football Live gameplay mods. They felt very vanilla, becoming quite predictable rather quickly, and lacking that excitement feeling that some of the community-made gameplay mods had. But this might be the first year for me where Football Live's default gameplay is actually a really solid option. I've only played about 3 matches so far since I installed the game, so it's still very early to say, and I will have to see how I feel later on about this gameplay mode. But for what it's worth, so far I've genuinely had tons of fun with Football Live 26 gameplay. The tempo seems interesting and there are nice imperfections when it comes to passes accuracy and player touches on the ball. The computer is also quite good actually at capitalizing on its chances so far, even though I played on rather low difficulty level since I'm a little bit rusty because I haven't played this game for a few months. I do worry however about the goalkeepers as they may be a little bit too good, and shots also sometimes feel a little bit slow or rather maybe with low power. But again, that might be just because I'm a bit rusty with the game. I will have to see after extended time with the game. All in all, if all you do is playing on a gameplay mode that is default for Football Live, I think this year might be a good year. Another important topic is mods compatibility. When it comes to Football Live 26 backwards compatibility, we have good news here, and that is that every mod that worked with Football Live 25 should work with this year's edition. The only exception here are face packs, as some player IDs in the database have changed since the last year. Luckily, a new face pack was just released on the same day as the new version of the game, so there are no problems here when it comes to faces. Then there are also supposed improvements to the career modes, specifically to the contract expiration logic, which wasn't working correctly before, and also player development has been improved in the career. I haven't had the time yet to play Master League, so I cannot confirm how impactful these changes feel, but it's always good to see some functionality improvements, especially when it comes to career modes. And in case you were still hoping for some reason for the new Champions League format in this game, please don't, just stop it. The format remains the old one and will likely stay that way forever in this particular game. So just chill about this topic and enjoy it for what it is. Oh, and some of you may wonder if you can move your saves from Football Live 25 to this year's version, and the answer is no. You cannot. There is no backwards compatibility when it comes to saves. So yeah, you will have to start a new Master League or become a Legend save, as is the case every single year. So those are the main points about the new things and changes to Football Live with this year's edition. Now, let me answer a frequently asked question, which is how much space does Football Live take? To get Football Live 26, you will need around 35 GB of free space on your drive. But the base game does not include faces. After installing the face pack, created for Football Live 26 specifically, the game takes up a total of 69 GB. And then if you want to install some additional stadiums, the size will depend on which pack you choose. It can be anywhere from 10 GB to more than 200 GB, so it's really up to you. And lastly, let's answer the most burning question. Should you switch to Football Live 26 or stay on Football Live 25? The answer is, in most cases, yes, absolutely. Considering that most mods on the web should be compatible with the newest version of Football Live, there aren't really many cases and scenarios where you should stay on the previous version. The rosters are as up to date as you could hope for in the new Football Live 26, and the gap between both versions will only get bigger with time. I think the only cases where you should maybe wait is if you want to play more sophisticated patches like UML and Phanerex, which haven't yet transitioned to Football Live 26. And honestly, this year there's also no reason to wait for Mega Patch like there was last year, since it's not coming out at all. So yeah, I highly recommend making the switch right now, because there's really not many reasons to stay. And like I said earlier guys, make sure to hit that like button if you want to get Football Live 26 setup tutorial video. Anyway, that's all from me in this video, thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.